This is your one and only Waka Waka Doctor. Good evening to everyone who's joined in. You know how we share information here with respect to moving abroad. All we do here is share tips to help you actualize your travel dream. You will not believe that I've just finished a 24-hour session educating people how to move abroad, and I'm here again with this live session. Today we're doing something else, something different. For those who are just watching me for the first time, you want to, watch other videos that I've made on my YouTube channel. Any country that interests you, if you just type Waka Waka Doctor, that country, you would definitely find that option there. I also want to say thank you if you're just, if you've always been with me, I want to say thank you. This video is sponsored by Rewire. Let me quickly tell you about Rewire. Rewire is an application you can download on your phone. It helps you to send money abroad. So if you're abroad in the EU, in the UK, and you want to send money down to your family in Africa, you can just download that app called Rewire, and the exchange rates are fabulous. Rewire also has a Visa card that they can send to you that would help you save your money, and you can withdraw anywhere, anytime. Now, today we're talking about Sweden. Sweden, yes. And the reason is because Sweden is open now. Sweden is open now, and they're taking applications. So why not bring up someone who can educate you as to how you can do it on your own without asking for help at all? And just as I always do it, I bring someone who lives in Sweden to come educate us as to how to make that move. So I'm going to bring my friend who is in Sweden to come help us with his gist. Go on. Let me see. Hey, brother, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's been 1 year now, 1 year, isn't it?
I mean, actually, I think we did this live almost 1 year ago also. Actually.
Yeah, 1 year ago that we did this live, and obviously some things might have changed. But I spoke to you about this a few weeks ago, and you were like, come on, let's do it again, and let's help people who are interested in moving to Sweden. So I'm not going to waste much of your time. I boom, 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 quick. We share the valuable information. So I'm going to be asking the questions so that you guys can benefit. And if you've got questions, I would also ask him as well. Simeon, so you want to introduce yourself and tell us about Sweden. For those who don't know where Sweden is, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Okay, this was like geographic questions. But I mean, Sweden is in Europe. I think so Sweden is one of like the Scandinavian countries that is in, I would say, northern Europe, I think. And in the Nordics in Europe, and is one of the 3 to 4 Scandinavian countries also, and then together it's close to Denmark, Norway, yeah,
Finland,
and Finland. I always forget those niggas, but yeah, Denmark, Norway, and Finland. And then
how did you get to Norway? I know we've talked about this before. How did you get to Norway?
to Sweden.
And how did you get to Sweden? And since when have you been in Sweden?
So I've been in Sweden since 2020. So I came here pandemic year to do my master's in UX design and IT architecture. And honestly, the only thing I knew before Sweden then was like, it's one country that used to play in the World Cup. But yeah.
With Ibrahimovic, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, fantastic. Simeon was very magnanimous to share this information about a year ago, and I just thought to bring him back again to come help us talk to people about Sweden. So, with respect to getting admission in Sweden, I know that Sweden is open now. So can you just talk us through the step-by-step process involved if people want to get admission in Sweden? What's the process like step by step?
Okay. I think for Sweden is actually quite simple, and it's something that you can actually even do yourself at the end of the day. And I did mine myself, and I know so many other people that did theirs themselves. So one thing we see, we have this website called universityadmissions.se. So universityadmissions.se. And through this website, that is literally how you could apply to any school in Sweden. You could find out the fees for the schools. You could find any program, bachelor's, masters. You get the links to like almost every school in Sweden, or every university or technical school in Sweden. So the admission process is literally simple. Like, go to the website, look for courses that you're interested in. So let's say, for example, so my master's was in UX design, which is user experience design, and IT architecture. And let's say I'm trying to find an admission for myself now. I'd go on the website and search for design. And then I would change this to the year I want to start. So let's say next year would be autumn 2023 session. So I change that to the autumn 2023, and I just type in design. So it shows me all the programs that are design related in Sweden, everywhere in Sweden. So I look at, I go there, look at the course, look at you see the course, you see the fees, you see where the school is, you see like the school's website. You also look at all these different details. What I usually tell people, students, is look at the different schools and look at the different modules that are in the courses, because the course title can be fancy, but the modules are not what you like. So people always just want to just get admission without actually knowing what they're going to study. So look at the modules, see if it's something you're interested in. If it's something you're interested in, I would say you just go there, apply, you create an account, just like almost any other website. You create an account. After you create an account, then you put in your information. So this is like, so for proof of English for us, we usually in Sweden, your NECO or your WAEC is enough. So there's no need for us to write IELTS or any extra proof of English as Nigerians. And I know like so many other African countries also don't need to do this. I use my NECO. So if you're wondering, I use my NECO, which is the Nigerian something like examination council organization, I think. I use my NECO, and as long as you have like a C, I think you're fine. Because I think I have a C5 or 6, I can't remember. But so NECO has your proof of fund, as your proof of English, and then you put in I would say all you just need to do is like your proof of English. You're also like, if you apply for a bachelor's, you also have to show like that you studied before, like in your high school. And then if you apply for a master's, you need to show like your university, I would say like
transcript, yeah.
Transcript. So this could, for the transcript also, any other interesting question people usually ask is, oh, can I send it? So for your transcript, there are 2 ways you could do it. You could do it through mail, or you could do it through email. So the university admissions, they have an email address that you can send to your school, and then your school can send the transcript directly to them. So that solves that. If you don't want to do it that way, you can also if you also have like a signed copy of your transcript, but this is not usually accessible by most students. If you have that already, you can directly like upload it to them. But usually, I would say your school sends it to you. For age limits for undergrad, I don't think there is age limit, because I've seen like 18 years old in schools. So I think you're fine. And for the upper age limit, I don't think there is, because I've seen an older man in school. So I don't, you're definitely fine. 40, 50.
Okay. Fine. Fantastic. Last time we had this, you did say you can apply to 4 universities at once. Is that still the same?
Yeah. So it's still the same. So you get to choose like 4 universities and rank them in terms of your priority, or your first choice, second choice, third choice, and fourth choice. And then you have an application fee that you pay at the end of your submission, which is about 900 Swedish krona, which is equivalent to, I think, about maybe $85 ish, kind of. So you could definitely pay for this. And I know another interesting question I get is, with the cards we have currently now in Nigeria and the CBN rules, like how can you pay? So I'd say you can maybe you could generate like so I know there are so many banking services now that have like these dollar cards that you could fund, and then you could use that to apply for
Virtual cards,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, like the virtual dollar cards. And then that you can use that to apply or use to pay.
So basically, all you need is your international passport, your transcripts, and proof of English. That's all you need.
Yeah,
And you said proof of English, it doesn't need to be IELTS. It can be your WAEC result or your NECO result.
yeah, for Nigerians or West Africans. I think for other countries, like I said, university admission literally has everything, like depending on your country, so you can check it out too if you're not Nigerian.
Okay, fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about can people work while they study, and can they bring their family members?
Okay, so yes, you can work while you study, and you can also bring your family members. For your family members, people, I think I got a question recently, and someone was asking if they can bring their sister. So I think family members is limited to your partner, which is somebody that you're married to, and somebody that you've given birth to that is less than 18 years old. So you cannot
Okay,
bring,
fantastic.
yeah.
Do you know if Sweden now takes HND?
And I would say no, because on the university admissions website, it says you need to have at least 180 credits.
Credits.
Your HND education is not up to 180 credits. If your HND education is like compared to like European like ETS credit system, that would be equal to 120 credits. So it's, I would say no.
No.
I would say, but the
Okay.
best you do is actually apply for a bachelor's degree with your WAEC results. That could be another.
Okay. Okay. Now talk us through tuition. And I know that Sweden is huge on discounts. So what's the tuition like? And you can talk us through how to get discounts and scholarships in Sweden.
You're seeing discounts as if I see they're giving us discounts. But I mean, with tuition fee, so I mean, compared to some other European countries, Sweden is quite expensive when it comes to tuitions, but the standard of living is also quite very different when you compare them to like other European countries. They're comparing tuition, also compare standard of living, placement and stuff like that. So with tuition, I would say engineering courses tend to be a little bit more higher than economical courses or like accounting courses and things like that. So that is something you could note. In terms of cheaper schools, I get gotten questions like that. I don't think there's any school that is regarded as cheap in Sweden because, so for example, in Spain, public schools are more cheaper than private schools. Like maybe some hundred, like $1,000 each. But in Sweden, all of them are the same because even the private schools are still funded by the government.
The government.
The schools are basically almost the same price. So cheap schools, no. But tuition are paid instrumentally before the start of the session. So if you're trying to get your admission, you pay. After you've gotten your admission, you pay your first semester, and then as you go on in school, you pay the semester before the semester starts. In terms of discounts and scholarships, I'd say scholarships, there is the popular one called the SI scholarship, which is being given by the government, the Swedish government. And then for that one, they give you, you get to study for free, and then you also get to have a stipend, which is I think up to 10,000 Swedish krona, which is roughly about 1,000 euros per month. And then they like when you come or when you travel, like when you get the scholarship and you come here, they also like pay for your flight tickets, and they also give you like some spending like money when you're coming to Sweden to get you like settled a bit, and then they give you like this 1,000 euros or 10,000 Swedish krona monthly. So you get like a card, you get like a debit card or a credit card, which is funded every month. And then so that's the big scholarship, which is the most popular one, the SI scholarship. So aside that, every other school, I would say almost every school in Sweden has their own individual scholarships that they give. So this could range from 30% off to 50% off to even 100% off tuition also. And then it is your duty actually, as the applicant, to actually check for the scholarship. So it's like on university admissions, like I mentioned, you go to the website, you already choose your first courses, you go to the school. Then you go to the school's website also to read about the modules. It's also your responsibility to also check on what scholarships they have open and if it's for your program, because applying for the admission does not automatically grant you like access to the scholarship. You have to apply for that individually. So some schools give, like the school I finished from, which was Uppsala University, they give like 30% off. Some other schools give 50, some other schools give 100% off. So I'd say whichever school you're applying to from university admissions website, you should also check on their website to see, like on the school's website, to see how much scholarship you can have the possibility of getting. That makes sense.
All right, so guys, I will put all the links you need during the admission process. I will put all the links in the description box of this video, so you don't need to worry about that. Just click on the description box of this video, click on the links, and it will take you to the scholarships and the admissions path where you need to follow. Simeon, can you tell us a little bit about applying for visas? What is the proof of funds that's required for? I know that's a very huge stumbling block for a lot of people. What's the proof of funds like, and how easy or difficult is it to apply for visas with respect to Sweden?
I think, I mean, 1 year is a lot of time, but I think things continually change, policies change. But I know the government tries to, like, with respect to like inflation and economic concerns, like increase the amount of money from time to time to match the economic balance of people here in Sweden, so that you actually get to also have a good life. But I think it's about 8,400 or 8,500 Swedish krona per month. So you're expected to, or the government calculates that you will be fine with about 8,500 Swedish krona, which is like 850 euros every month.
So let's just say you need at least 10,500 euros in your bank account, something like that. Yeah, because 8 times 12 is 9,600. Yeah, so about 10,500.
About 10,500. Yeah, definitely for a
Wow.
year.
Okay, for a year. That's not bad. Well, you've been there for 2 years now. How many years left for you to get PR?
That has not started counting actually.
Okay, how does it work in Sweden?
So it's so in Sweden you can get a permanent residence after staying here for 4 to 5 years, but your education period does not count. So you have to be, so the requirement for that to start counting is that you are on a work permit.
So it means that when you finish your master's or your undergrad, you get a job, then it starts counting.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah.
Okay. Look, guys, let me also state that I have a video that talks about getting jobs in Sweden from wherever you are. Simeon introduced me to a friend who got a job right from Nigeria straight to Sweden, and we did a video, so you can take a look at that video, how to get a job in Sweden from anywhere in the world. I have it on my YouTube channel. You can take a look.
Now that you mentioned YouTube channel also, like I also have a YouTube channel which is like all of Simeon, which is the same name, my username on Instagram, yeah. And I also create videos about Sweden, and then it's like they are not really long videos in that sense, and then they are focused videos on admissions and also residence permit also.
So guys, all of Simeon, that's his name here on Instagram and on YouTube as well. All of Simeon, ALLOFSIMEON. You can look for him, you can send him questions, he's willing to help. We've talked about the proof of funds. We said you don't need a blocked account, you just need 10,500 euros as a sponsor.
Yeah, for 1 year.
Yeah, for 1 year. We also talked about the fact that HNDs do not qualify for a master's. You can qualify for an undergrad. There's no age limit. There's no need for IELTS. Your NECO or WAEC results works very well. Swedish universities give 30, 50, 70, 100% tuition waivers, depending on the university you find. The website you want to go to is universityadmissions.se, and you can do 4 applications at a time. You need your transcripts, you need your passport, and you need your proof of English certificates. If you're going for undergrad, you do not need a transcript, obviously. You just need to show them your high school level education. That's the documentation you need to submit. And you can work, is it 20 hours? You can work while you study 20 hours?
Oh, we don't have a limit.
You don't have a limit?
No, because
so you can work 40 hours, 8 or 60 hours.
If you not work, you won't work. Work they go. Yeah, there's no limit on, like, there's no limit that's been placed on how long you can work.
Wow, fantastic. There you go, guys. Well, this is just a summary. I usually don't like my videos very long, so that I can get the meat of the gist. You can get what you need to get and start straight away. So that's been moving to Sweden. You can follow Simeon on his Instagram page. You can follow him on his YouTube channel as well. It's all of Simeon. Simeon, before you go, tell us a little bit about accommodation. Accommodation, is it very expensive down there?
I mean, with regards to where you live in Sweden, I would say no in that instance. But if you are looking at it in comparison to the Naira exchange, then everything in the world is expensive.
Of course.
But I mean, with accommodation, with being a student or even like coming here to work, it's quite tricky because you get, so for some schools, they have like partnership with some building companies, with some housing companies, and then with this partnership, they are able to offer their student accommodations. So these are usually for like smaller schools in like smaller cities. Example, my own school. For some other schools in like bigger cities, for example, Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmo, these schools might have that connection of saying, oh, we have a queue system, we have a queuing system to get a house through an agency, but it is not sure that you get an house. So they try to connect you to get an house, but that does not mean you would get an house. But for smaller universities like my own university, they have like houses that are already sure for you. So all you just need to do is apply, fill a questionnaire out, and then you have a place. So they try
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. You did mention that people can come with their spouses. If someone comes with his wife or comes with a husband, would the spouse be able to work while they study?
Yeah.
Okay. And language is still very good, English.
So the coming with your spouse also depends on how long you're coming for also. So if you decide to do like a 1-year master's, for instance, you don't get what we call a personal number, which is like your identity in Sweden. You get like a temporary coordination number. So if you do like a 1-year master's, if you do a 1-year master's, you get a coordination number. So with that, you will not be legally allowed to work. But if you come for like a program that is more than 2 years, for instance, you get like the personal number, which is like your permanent identity in Sweden, and then with that, your spouse can also work.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's like one difference.
Thank you very much, Simeon. I think we've covered a bit of everything. All of Simeon is where you want to go on YouTube, go on Instagram, follow him. All of Simeon, he shares everything in Sweden. He's in Sweden, he can help you as well. Simeon, thank you very, very much. I promise not to waste your time. I know that you're just coming. You went out and you're just coming back home, so I'll let you rest. Guys, thank you very much. This has been moving to Sweden. I hope that you can make the move. Sweden is open now. You can apply. PhD is free in Sweden. You get paid for your PhDs in Sweden, so that might be another entry point for you as well. Thank you very much, guys. Till I see you another country, another time. Peace out. Cheers.